What's up, everybody? I was a little hesitant with sharing this one this early. I was gonna work on getting it out for November, but why not do it now? I may very well do two versions, but if I do another version of this, I might wait until 2020. But with that out of the way, let me state that this is going to be majority Destiny. There's a whole lot more content for me to play around there. But don't worry, the MHA is still there, the characters are there, well, the ones that survived. But let's continue, shall we? We start with a familiar ghost scanning bodies in a mass gravesite. Not this one either. I'll find him eventually. The archives say he fell in battle somewhere around here. It's not like every ghost worth their salt doesn't want to be partnered with a Platinum Age hero, but I'm certain this is where he fell precisely. I was there. As if on cue, the ghost finds its target and resurrects him. The Traveler had blessed him with his light after all. I suppose it hadn't developed. This is when the new Guardian in question awakens. Ah, you're awake. Do you remember who you are? He answered, My name is Izuku Midoriya, also known as Deku, and why do I feel so groggy? You're a ghost. Does that mean I'm a Guardian now? How long has it been? The ghost floated around Deku and hesitated to give him an answer. That's what happens when you're made a guardian from a state of corpse. Your discomfort will fade. The ghost explained that her name was Sagira. Personally, I believe Sagira would be a better match for Deku than, well, Ghost. But don't worry, he's still in this, he's just not with Deku. Before they can really get comfy, Fallen starts shooting at them. Fallen, we have to run! Deku reaches for one for all and remembers he gave it away moments before he died. However, he manages to throw a Nova. You should not have been able to do that yet. I guess part of the gift restored one for all in some manner. You're welcome, by the way. Deku just looks at Sagira and presses forward, shaking his head. He knew he didn't have another one of those in the tank, and headed for the metro. They managed to get the Fallen the slip, and even found a janky Sparrow and a hand cannon in perfect condition. It's no spring chicken, but it'll do in a pinch. It looks rideable. And your weapon is incredible. I don't know how you found a Hawk Moon laying around, but we better get moving before this luck fades. Deku agreed with his ghost, and they got moving on their new Sparrow. It wasn't going to win any contests, but it was better than walking, until their luck ran out, and they ran into a group of Fallen on pikes. Ah, crap. They both say at the same time. A chase ensues. Deku makes a jump down a bridge as Fallen riding a pike attempts to shoot him. Said Fallen fell to his doom. However, the rest of the party was not so unlucky and carried on the chase. Deku did a hard turn and shot 3 times, 2 headshots, and one was luckily enough hit the tank. Thanks to that, his pursuers were cut in half. Deku's Sparrow was not in the best of conditions, and his pursuers were in, quite frankly, superior vehicles at the moment. He dug down and threw an Axion bolt that took out another good number of enemies. Unfortunately for Deku, his Sparrow was out of juice. It just went kerplunk. Time for a last stand. Bring it, you bags of bones. I faced the hive and survived. I'm a guardian now to boot. I can do this. Deku reloaded after his little speech to psych himself up and took 6 shots, the last one in the barrel doing extra damage. Then he followed through with another Nova Bomb. The remaining Fallen chose to flee. Yeah, that's right. You better run for my guardian. Deku laughed a bit at that. His ghost was a quirky one. I don't suppose you know anything about repairing sparrows? Yeah, didn't think so. Deku was about to hoof it when he noticed a sparrow in way better shape beyond the pass. For the record, y'all, that sparrow was a bronco. That is an exotic sparrow. His luck came back in spades for that one. Dude rolled a 20. But yeah, he blinked over to the sparrow. And I'm gonna get off story for a second. I mained a warlock in Destiny, and according to my opinion, this is just my opinion, blink is trash. I'm more of a glide guy. But back to the story. I assume we're heading for Tokyo Tower. Sagira was silent. What happened to my home, Sagira? Sagira told Deku the truth. His tower got overrun by Fallen. The sheer number alone was unfathomable. This disheartened Deku. The Tokyo Tower, also known as Tokyo Bastion, was the place he died to protect. He would come back and take his home one day. But today, sadly, was not that day. We need a ship. We need one right now, Sagira. Sagira gave Deku whatever her version of a smile is. Shiro, I got him. We're ready for extraction. With that, a small ship appeared in about 3 minutes. You didn't think I would send Sagira out there without an exit strategy now, did you? Since this is a story and not the game, we can skip some of the annoying stuff that mostly served as a tutorial for the clerk. If you're wondering how Deku knew how to do most of what he did, the Guardian stuff, that was just pure instinct, and the gun handling was training. In this world, the Traveler arrives, and so too do the Fallen, the Hive. You get the point. Essentially, it was all hands on deck. Heroes, villains, civilians, they all had to band together to, well, survive for the sake of the human race. Deku thought back to the family he left behind, his wife and child. Child was putting it lightly. His son was about maybe 13 when he died. He came back as a guardian to defend Earth. No, not just Earth. The galaxy once more. Deku looked at his surroundings and the male Exo piloting the ship. Name's Shiro 4. I'm a scout for the Vanguard. When Sagira told me about a plan to revive you, I just had to sign up. What we need now is more heroes like you. You're a freaking legend, sir. FYI, this conversation is in Japanese. But assume every conversation from this point on is in English unless I say otherwise. Deku gave him a head nod and they were on their way back to the tower. When they get back, Zavala is not happy. I mean, Mans is wearing the frown to end all frowns. He's being Mr. Glumper Lumper Zavala. This was an unauthorized mission that could have ended badly for you. He looks at Deku. I will not condone your brash actions just because you were successful. With that, Zavala had officially rubbed Deku the wrong way. Look here, pal. I was alive when they were designing this place, and I know its significance, but you will not yell at my ghost. You are not the speaker and have no right to reprimand a ghost. Only the traveler can do so. So back off. Zavala did not back off. Deku let out some killing intent out of pure reflex. Zavala did one thing he should never do to a war-hardened soldier. He made himself a threat by popping the bubble. Deku charged at the bubble and let out a mighty Havoc Fist, which surprised Zavala and Ikora. He wasn't done though. We're going with Destiny 2's Havoc Fist, you know, the one you can travel with. So he's gonna do that. Deku went in for the kill. Izuku Midoriya, that's enough. Izuku heard a voice that he could never mistake. Cade, is that you? I can't believe you went exile. Izuku gave Cade a once-over and noticed by his guard that he was a hunter, and a vanguard to boot. You look good, kid. How many times have you been reformatted? And is your old lady still alive? Cade answered with 6 and no, but she went peacefully. That last part saddened Deku a bit, but at least it was peaceful. Deku died at age 30, violently, and thus never got to be there for his wife and kids, so it just hit him hard when he got news from, well, someone close to him that he knew. That was enough of that thought. He had more pressing things to deal with. I would like to mount an assault on Tokyo Bastion. Not now, of course. Give me time to collect the forces and intel needed. They go on to say that the place is a death trap and it was suicide. That was before you had me. I built the damn place, remember? I know every nook and cranny and can get us access to hidden service areas that only I have access to in the first place. Even Zavala had to yield to the tactical advantage of having Deku. However, it wasn't a mission to be taken lightly. Form yourself a fire team and prove their worth. After you put in good work, and your name as a guardian, not as a hero, has more worth with the Guardians, they will surely rally behind you. You'll be able to take a shot at your mission with that, but you'll need at least a raid team to make this happen. Now, I know in the game that a fire team is 3, a strike team is also 3, but a raid team is 6. However, that seems unrealistic to me. So, in this world, fire team's still going to be 3. A strike team's going to be 6. A raid team's going to be 12. And with this building, I'm going to say he'd need maybe 3 raid teams if they wanted to go brute force, but I think 1 could get in the stealth way. So 1 would do fine if they went stealth instead of brute force. Deku accepted the terms. Step 1, gain Room 9 as a guardian. Step 2, create a kick-ass fire team. Step 3. Step 4, get enough people interested. Sorry for the little joke, but we all know what Step 3 really is. Zavala and Ikora were curious how they could use abilities of both a Warlock and a Titan. But Deku states that he may very well also have, well, a golden gun. His guess was that the light had sparked in him just as he was about to die, and right before he gave up one for all. I know this may seem like I'm breaking the game with a character like this, but don't worry about it. I'm not. It takes a lot of time to recover from a super. He can't just fire a Nova, then use the golden gun. That would just be... No. Too OP, too ridiculous, too broken. Cade gave a whistle at that statement. The Vanguard asked Deku which Guardian philosophy he liked the most, and he answered Warlock. Ikora gave Deku a head nod, which is The closest thing you'll ever get to seeing her do a fist pump. Ikora tells Deku to check in with the speaker and then find her. He had work to do, a way of life to study, and here I go. I can't exactly make polls yet, so I'll ask y'all here. Do you guys want me to have him stay in Russia and do, well, almost the exact canon route? Or should I go with Tokyo and adapt a story around that? Obviously have him steer clear of Bastion since he's not going to go there, but still create an intriguing story mostly around vanilla Destiny. Don't worry, I will do things depending on how well this goes. I plan on hopefully getting my way through to Destiny 2. But for now, we got D1 stuff. And the plan is to eventually have Deku take to the stars. This is Destiny after all.